Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and today is October the 18th. I'm going to do your Just for Today in a meditation. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our H.O.D Recovery Services. Let's go ahead and get into the meditation. If you need to reach me, do so at, Recovery of Hope 21 at gmail.com. Recovery of Hope 21 at gmail.com. Let's go ahead. I hope you're having a good morning. Hopefully it's better than better than mine. I've had technology issues and internet issues this morning, and this is take 6. So struggling a bit, but I am still excited about my day. Hope you're having a beautiful day. October 18th, we all belong. Although politics makes strange bedfellows, as the old saying goes, addiction makes us one of a kind. Basic text, page 87. What a mixture of folks we have in Narcotics Anonymous. In any given meeting, on any given night, we'll find a variety of people who probably never would have sat down in a room together if it weren't for the disease of addiction. A member who is a physician described his unwillingness to identify at his first meeting by refusing to go into that room full of junkies. Another member with an extensive background in jails and institutions shared a similar story, except that her shock and surprise stemmed from the realization that there were nice people there wearing suits. Yet, these two friends recently celebrated their 7th wedding anniversary. The most unlikely people form friendships, sponsor each other, and do service work together. We meet in the rooms of recovery together, sharing the bonds of past suffering and hope for the future. We meet on mutual ground with our focus on two things we all have in common: addiction and recovery. Just for today, no matter what my personal circumstances, I belong. I believe that this meditation is so inclusive. It's the thing that I enjoy seeing in Narcotics Anonymous. Yeah, let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer, and then we'll unpack this, okay? Moment of silence. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Mhm. You know what? That little moment of silence and that serenity prayer, it really can set your mood just right. I appreciate you doing that with me today. Thank you for your patience. So, in this particular meditation, it sounds like the person that refused, the doctor that was refusing to go into the rooms of recovery because it was full of junkies, ended up marrying the person that had the background with all of the jails and institutions. And she was surprised that there were nice people in there, including people that were wearing suits. And more than likely at that time, he probably was one of those individuals. And they just celebrated, when this was written, 7 years of being married to one another. And you know what? I don't know if you're new to the fellowship or not, but this is what happens all the time. The unexpected happens. People end up being sponsor and sponsee. They end up being best buddies. They end up in relationships, having children together. It's amazing to see how just the energy of Narcotics Anonymous, the the traditions, the way that we operate, as far as anyone being welcome that has a desire to stop using can be a member. And as a direct result of that, we find ourselves actually in the rooms with other people that we normally would not come across. Since the pandemic hit, and I understand we're supposedly post-pandemic, right? But since it hit, I've met so many beautiful artists from all over the world. I've had opportunities to have not long conversations, but intimate discussions with people that I would probably, I don't know. I mean, I love artwork. I love art in general. I love creating things in general. And to actually have friendships with other individuals, and I'm by far, I'm not on that high professional level, but I do love art, and I do invest in art material. And to rub shoulders in a spiritual sense with individuals that I would never have had a chance to meet. And to be able to say that it's not just one or two, it's several. I am very excited about this opportunity of virtual meetings. Speaking of which, there's been people that have been starting to, they've been listening for a while, and other people are starting to subscribe, and my numbers are inching up slowly and surely, but it's so enjoyable. And this person, I'm sure they're going to be listening today, just like they do every morning. And I want to tell her, one, congratulations on your 1 year clean. And two, that was so exciting to be welcomed into your virtual home group in a meeting. I had no idea that that was you. I didn't. And just to have you reach out to me in the chat privately, it just warmed my heart. I could not believe the space that I was in yesterday and my need. Like, I had a deep craving for Narcotics Anonymous and the fellowship. I mean, a very deep craving for it yesterday. And I'm not sure, I haven't sorted out what was going on with me. It wasn't until the evening meeting, my personal home group, that I found out a loved one of mine had just lost someone very, very special to her. And I'm just wondering if my spirit was just kind of struggling and limping along yesterday because of our deep, intimate connection. And so yesterday, when she pops into the home group meeting, I almost instantly, because it's not that she never comes, but she infrequently it's infrequent, right? And so when she popped into the meeting, I thought I noticed something different about her. And of course, the meeting was like just 2 minutes from starting, and I was trying to get the sound equipment. It's a hybrid meeting. And so I didn't have time to just really embrace her presence the way that I wanted to. And when she shared, I said, oh, now it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Someone that I laughed and cried and slept in the same bed with, we were close, raised like sisters, was really struggling. And all day yesterday, I could not pull myself away from the NA meetings. And to land in a meeting that one of you that's your home group, was just absolutely like the icing on the cake. I mean, it was perfect. The cake was already great, but it was like butter whipped icing And it was just amazing. It made my soul ache feel so much better. And so I just want to say thank you to her, first of all. But I want to say it's things like that that actually happens where we say, although politics makes strange bedfellows, as the old saying goes, addiction makes us one of a kind. It's the only place that I have actually been able to come. And it's not because it should be that way, right? There should be other places I can go and experience this. But Narcotics Anonymous is the only place I have been able to go where the inclusivity met my standard of what inclusivity and unconditional love should feel like. I could feel the love in Narcotics Anonymous. And because of that, it has been more easy to stay than to leave. And I hope that's your experience. I hope that is your experience. That is your strength. I mean, like, I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm so happy. I wish I could just throw this camera on so that you could see how happy I am just saying those words. This is a very beautiful opportunity, and I hope that you seize the moment because there may be days where tragedy, natural tragedy might hit, and you won't have access to the internet. You won't have access to power. We never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So we want to be in a position where we keep filling our cups up with positivity, information about the program, and be in a position where if we, for whatever reason, had to go without, we would know how to get together with at least one other person and hold a meeting. Have a meeting and encourage one another. I hope this meditation is good for you. I'm interested in hearing what it is about your own personal circumstances and you able to see that you still belonged regardless of what they were. And what type of friendships you have been able to develop and that you value since you've been here, or what type of surprising friendships, like for instance, in here, a physician marrying someone that has a criminal background. I mean, a physician can definitely have a criminal background too, and we not really know about it, right? Because they probably would be in a position to pay a very good attorney to get them off from doing time, but maybe not. What's your story? I'm interested in hearing your story. My name is MightyStream. I am going to stop sharing the screen here. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I am having a beautiful day now, and I'm excited. I am excited about what the rest of the day is going to look like. Have a beautiful day on purpose, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.